I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Welcome back to another video. This is a Patreon review from Marv B. If anyone's ever interested in sending requests for almost any type of video, you can either do it directly to my PayPal, which the link to that will be down below, or you could join me on my Patreon. Certain tiers get you certain things, and that link will be down below in the info box as well as the PayPal link. If not, no worries. If Marv B wanted me to talk about the remake, yet again another remake, of Black Christmas. Now before I go any further, this is not even coming from a guy that's the biggest, hugest, humongous fan of the original Black Christmas. I don't think it's a bad movie. I respect what it did, especially before films like Halloween with the POV shots and its tone, and there's good stuff to it. The cast, like Keir Dulley from 2001 Space Odyssey, I believe Margot Kidder is in it. Again, maybe because I had seen many other slasher films before I had gotten to Black Christmas, so it didn't impress me as much as other people. But I respect what he did. Rest in peace, Bob Clark. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. And then the first remake I didn't hate. Yes, it's dumb. Yes, it's silly. But I enjoyed it because I thought it was a fast-paced, very gory, almost comically gory film, to the point where the killer was killing people and then made like Christmas cookies out of them. So you would like put the Christmas cookie cut like in the shape of a tree or something and put it into the skin, and then take the skin and fry it into cookies. It was so over the top that it was entertaining. It got ridiculous, especially in the third act, but I didn't think it was boring, and I liked the look of the film with the usage of the Christmas colors. I wouldn't call it a great movie, but a dumb, entertaining for those reasons slasher film for what it is. There's tons more better ones. I mean, even around that time, there was House of Wax remake, which I legitimately enjoyed. I think House of Wax remake is actually pretty underrated. But if you think that film is bad, you ain't seen shit. We have a movie where, again, another remake of Black Christmas, just people were crying out for that. where you find out it's about this black goo straight from the X-Files that's from this little statue of the founder of this college, who back in the day was a racist and sexist and owned slaves. And this black goo takes control of guys. And this frat group, led by a professor played by Cary Elwes from The Princess Bride, and this cult wearing robes and shit, are possessed and using the black goo to possess other guys to kill women, because back in the day the founder was threatened that women one day would be trying to overpower men, and we need to take our power back. So we're going to create an army of young men to take our power back, because the guy foresaw the threat of women. And then Cary Elwes goes, no, we're not insane. We're simply men. Because men are evil and women are the power. I don't know why I did that. I wanted to hit something, but I didn't want to hit anything to hurt myself, because this is like the worst propaganda feminist horseshit I have seen in forever. You think Ghostbusters 2016, Last Jedi and stuff are bad? Hell, I thought it was bad with the Charlie's Angel reboot that no one gave a shit about, thus no one saw. And I have a review of that on the channel. This is even worse. This was painful, dreadful, stupid, not scary. It's a horror film that's PG-13. Every fucking kill is off screen. There's even a reveal where, oh, there's a woman. It's supposed to do the attic scene where the reveal of the woman in the chair who's dead, but the face gets this far, then it cuts. So you don't see anything. You just see the woman who finds it going, and then it cuts. Probably so that it gets, oh, you want to see the unrated cut, or where the fuck cut? No, the only cut there needs to be is get the fucking Blu-ray and cut it up. Get the DVD and cut it into fucking pieces. And stick up your culo. You just hate women. No, I hate shitty feminist propaganda horseshit where like the way the people talk. You even have a guy who talks about, well, wait a minute. I mean, you're acting as if you lump all men into like they're all rapists, and you know, why is it that you can say this, but if a guy says it, it's horrible? And then one of our lead characters, that's one of the big heroes of the movie, goes, well, men have all the power, so it's okay. Like, the guy makes a good point, and he's made out to be the asshole, idiot loser, and then 5 minutes later comes in, and even though the woman goes, shh, there's someone in the house, the guy then stupidly goes, I'm the man of the house, you know, man needs to protect his woman, and then immediately gets shot in the head with a fucking arrow. And I wish that was my fucking head. I mean, this movie fucking is awful. This director, these writers should never do a fucking thing ever again. Ever. And from the 3.2 on IMDb on rating IMDb, I'm not the only fucking one. I mean, how's it start off? It takes place here. What the fuck does it even have to do with Black Christmas? It's titled Black Christmas. I understand you don't want to repeat and do a carbon copy, but this is like, if Jason Goes to Hell was literally called The Hidden. It has hidden elements. You know what? That's even too much credit. Well, actually, I like Jason Blum. Hell, sue me. Oh, okay, imagine what's a movie that came out, horror film. Let's say Crawl. And I said that's a remake of fucking Jaws. You'd be like, but it's not a shark. No, it's a remake of Jaws because there's a creature and it's killing people. So let's say Crawl came out last year, which I enjoyed, and I just call that the remake of it's Jaws. No, it's Jaws. But just like with this, it's Black Christmas. But what the fuck? It takes place at Christmas, doesn't it? It's a horror film, right? Yeah, but it's a bunch of people in fucking robes and this fucking goo shit. And is this trying to be like Body Snatchers? Trying to be like the fucking the Black Doyle from the fucking X-Files? What's it trying to be? But what the fuck does it even have to do with Black Christmas? I'm not even the guy who's like the hardcore defender of that movie. But it's not a bad movie. And even the first remake, which got a lot of shit, and I can understand why. But it's fucking masterpiece compared to this. The beginning, a girl's followed by this guy who has a phone. And she gets text. One of them goes, what does a sorority girl and a Christmas ham have in common? They both squeal before they die. So she then sees people in a cloak, and then she gets to a house. I'm going, there's going to be a killer there. Because A, you know someone's going to die at the beginning, because that happens a lot in horror films. B, it's standing there, and the door's slowly opening, and no one's there immediately. So I'm like, okay, this will be the killer there. Oh, lo and behold, the killer's there. And you don't see shit. She gets stabbed with an icicle, but you see nothing because apparently blood does not exist in this fucking universe. Unless it's black. Oil. The type of, the characters, Imogen Poots, that's your lead character. All you get from her character is she had been roofied by a guy, so she's bit in her shell. And then you have the hardcore feminist who sent in petitions to get Cary Elwes fired because he only was teaching the classics of white males. Where are the African American writers and gay writers? Which is funny because she's all for these rights of people, but she uses the word, I didn't use this, she did, queer. I'm thinking, I don't think people who are homosexual like being called queer, but okay, Miss Feminist. You do you. And this character was one of the most annoying characters I have seen in a while. Where she given petitions to decide this, the ruthless misogyny of higher education. I'm like, oh my god, they made an SJW one of the main characters and the hero of a movie. That's literally what this is. If a bunch of SJWs were the heroes of your film and said, you better think like us or you're the villain, and they're the heroes, they're the saviors of the universe. No wonder it's so popular of a movie. Oh, but I can't say that because I'm a guy. I want good movies. I don't give a shit if you got a dick or a clit. Or both. Or neither. It's like people forget that horror films in the 80s, you throw a rock, you will find a film with a strong female character. Amy Steele, Caroline Williams, Heather Langenkamp, Lisa Wilcox, Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton, Barbara Crampton, Kelly Maroney, Catherine Mary Stewart. How many actresses do you want me to name? Films like Night of the Comet, Chopping Mall, Aliens, The Terminator, which I think it's a horror film. Pretty much all the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street films, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, because I'm talking about 80s. But you can say from the 70s, you can say from the 90s. The list goes on. But apparently people today don't know their fucking history. I bet everyone in this movie has never seen a fucking movie I just listed. Hell, I doubt they even saw the original Black Christmas. They saw the title, they saw maybe 2 clips on YouTube, and that's it. That's how much this has in common with anything dealing with fucking Black Christmas. Hell, this might also be a fucking remake of White Christmas. The fucking Bing Crosby whatever movie, and it'd be the same fucking thing. And with the same amount of confusion on your face during and after watching it. And the conversations, one goes to the other. Oh, I lost my diva cap. What the fuck is a diva cap? Oh, gives her a tampon. Or whatever. And then she puts down her pants to put it on. I'm like, apparently I'm out of the loop. That's called a diva cap? A diva cap. Or cup. Not cap. Diva cup. Or cap. Whatever. Diva cap, diva cup, whatever. Cup my nuts movie. So Cary Elwes, he's a villain. He's the professor. He's being petitioned to be fired. He's unelected, of course. About 15 minutes in, Imogen Poots sees a group of people with robes, ink on their face, a fucking statue that's bleeding black oil. Where the fuck is Fox Mulder? Where the fuck is Dana Stoley? I'm like, well, those are the villains. You just gave the villains away 15 minutes into your film. Because the very beginning is people in robes. The way you structured it, it's more than one person. Because one person was outside and then one person was inside a house. So that means it's 2 people. Because you think the other Black Christmas is slasher films. Okay, more than one person. Not the first time. Scream. Other movies have had more than one killer. Here's a cult. Of course, you maybe didn't think that the fucking black oil dealt with male pagan gods, because that's what this other lady, the Imogen Poots, and then the feminist bitch, the bitch, I'll call her a bitch because she's a bitch. She's a bitchy fucking character in this movie who just happens to be a feminist. She potentially get this statue removed because the founder, he was racist, had slaves, sacrificed women to male pagan gods, fucked his dog, sat on goldfish, whatever the hell else he did. And just the dialogue in this fucking movie. If we let men get away with this behavior, then they'll get away with everything. And then someone goes, well, they already do. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This movie should be called Men Suck. The movie. Women Rule, Boys Rule. The motion picture. That's literally this fucking film. And if you don't want to treat part of your... It is true what a male character brings up. And then the movie makes it seem like he's the asshole and the villain for bringing it up. So... But if you did make a movie that treated women the same way as this treats men, it would be ransacked. Well, this kind of did already, but people think, well, that it's not going to fly, and people are going to call you in on the shit. They do the same thing here, but I don't know what the fuck anyone was thinking making this film. What the fuck were they thinking? You had a couple people, they die off screen. So they either die by fade to blackness or they die from editing. then there's a point where it's funny, this movie wants to talk so much about feminism, but yet you also have, including the feminist lady that wants to petition against the ruthless misogyny of higher education. Okay, then why the fuck are you dressing in tight Christmas slutty clothes to dance in front of a group of fucking drunk ass people? Isn't that the definition of mixed fucking message? Isn't it? Feminist and women should not be treated this way, but scantily clad red slutty Christmas outfits, the four of you are dancing in front of a bunch of guys. That's not mixed fucking message? Help me, please. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Ronda Rousey and her fucking mole. The mole that she has could eat my fucking face. Then I won't have to witness this bullshit. The fucking people that make movies nowadays. You never made a movie? Exactly. So I'm winning over this fucking lot of dumbasses because I haven't made a movie. But I also haven't made a movie this stupid, this propaganda bullshit, unscary, a message about as subtle as a goddamn power drill up your ass, propaganda, feminist bullshit. I've done 0 of those, and they've done -10. What does that mean? Imagine 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now imagine 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. Now -10. It's all the way down here. That's the fucking scale. 0, 1, 2, oh, 10 out of 10. No. -1, 2, -10. Now multiply that by 10. -100. Multiply that by 100. Negative, fuck you. If this is back in the day you had actual film, take the actual fucking negative and burn it. This must never be seen. Burn this. This is a piece of fucking gigantic shit. What good are you supposed to get out of it? Do you care about the characters? Not a goddamn one. Why should I? Give me a reason. The kills? What kills? Off screen? This might be rated fucking PG. I don't even know why it's rated PG-13. Fuck, the 1990 Ninja Turtles film is more fucking violent than this movie. While they're doing their little dance, they admit to the crowd that the one asshole roofied and raped this one girl. Then after that, they start getting weird PMs, or DMs, sorry, DMs. And the one guy who's a boyfriend of one of them comes up with an actual rationale. Wait a minute, you lump all men into being all rapists. I mean, we're not all like that. And then they're arguing against that. But then the guy is wrong and he's the asshole. Fuck you, movie. God damn it. You hear that? The fucking chair is breaking over this fucking protest. God damn it. Getting fucking even more pissed. He fucking leaves for a bit. More like he got kicked out, really. Then fuck. One goes in the attic. They get killed by off screen. That's a new type of death in this, off screen. The other two, they're attacked. Well, the three of them are attacked by a person in a robe. One stupid. Oh, the guy comes back. They go shh, and instead of being shh, he's like, "Where is he? A man needs to protect his woman," as loud as he can be, and then immediately gets shot in the head. I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing, but you try to talk about the laughability of male testosterone, of, oh, be a T-man, be a he-man, be a caveman. boo boo boo, thump in your chest, and you die from it, because that's not the way to go. All you did was A, make the guy a complete and utter moron, and B, hey, if you try to say you want to protect your girlfriend, you deserve to die. That's all I got out of it. Good job, director. Ma'am. I don't give a fuck if you're a lady or a man. Fuck you. If I could say that to a guy, I could say that to a girl. That's the definition of equality. Apparently you don't realize what equality is. Equality means I can say fuck you to anybody. I can say fuck you to the camera. I can say fuck you to the cat. I say fuck you to that lamp. I can say fuck you to anybody. If you got a tit, one tit, three tits, like Total Recall, one dick, two dicks, three dicks, no dicks, elephant dick. I don't give a fuck if you got a clit or a tit or a hick or a Buick. Fuck you is what I can say to anybody and anything at any time. That's equality. But some people just don't get it. Including the people of this fucking movie. Why are you being so harsh? When I've spent 90 minutes of a movie telling me how much men suck ass, yeah, I can say fuck you. And then not even doing it in an entertaining or smart or clever or intriguing or competent manner. Kiss my ass. So after the dumbass gets killed, the three girls, one of them stupidly goes slow motion with the axe. Of course, the guy takes it, kills her, no blood, and bought them 10 seconds at most. Good job, lady. You bought 10 seconds at most when the three of them... Why the fuck didn't all three of you just jump on the guy? The guy didn't even have a weapon at that point. Why didn't all three of you just gangbang him? And now that way. Why don't you go for the feet? Why don't you go for the other foot? And why don't you go crossbody? Why didn't you do that? You want to talk about fucking She-Ra? Instead, you just let your one friend do it instead of all three of you fucking do it. Including the heavy feminist lady. Why didn't you fucking do something to help your friend? Why didn't you both go after the guy? I don't even remember the guy having a fucking weapon. Because I remember that he took the fucking axe from the lady and killed her with it. Again, with no blood. Then finally, the two decide to kill a couple of them. And instead of blood, they have black goo. Then they get in a car. The lead lady, Imogen Poots, goes, no, we're going to fight. And then she goes off by herself. Because now the feminist doesn't want to fight for some reason. Even though she was talking about this the entire goddamn movie. She goes to another sorority. And apparently the same things happen to them. So a bunch of girls get in that car. Meanwhile, Imogen Poots, meets up with this character named Landon. I forgot about this guy. Because he was such a nothing fucking character. He was about as efficient as... You hear that? That's his acting. He's about as bland as... What the hell could be blander than this character? Fuck, this water has more taste than this fucking guy. This water is less bland than this fucking guy. And water ain't really supposed to have fucking taste. Meets up with him. He's a distraction while she is going to destroy the statue, but then she hears a noise and there's another person that was, you thought was dead but was taken. But no, she's actually a turncoat bitch because women should be obedient. And then Imogen Poots goes, you're a traitor! Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I mean, I guess technically I can't say every guy is a villain because the one guy, Landon, isn't, but he just comes off as a fucking pussy. Pussies are not allowed. There may be a lot of women, but there's no allowance of pussies. Actually, no, that's not true. Only pussies are allowed. I bet it's the opposite. If you're not a pussy, you're not allowed. So it's women and pussies. You gotta just go hand in hand. And it goes to the stupid, silly, straight out of a fucking parody. If you did a parody of this kind of film, it would be this plot of fucking black oil take over because they foresaw that women are going to be a threat and they're going to create an army of young supermen. Does they even say they have super strength? Apparently. To take our power back. This sounds like shit that they would have fucking Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi say and Ed Wood. When he's in one of the Ed Wood movies and Rise of Superman. And he's in the fucking chair. That's what it fucking sounds like. And then feminist bitch comes in with her army of women and she says the line, "You mess with the wrong sisters." Fuck, sister. The fucking show is better than you. God damn. So they fight. Then I find it funny that Imogen Poots lifts the statue, heavy ass statue about this fucking big, and she just holds it there while she listens to Cary Elwes literally talk for 30 seconds. While her friend is being choked to death, and she had seen that, because then that's what got her to get to that. And yet she holds this fucking thing for like 30 seconds to listen to Cary Elwes. Not listen as if she's going to do anything, just like, let me see what he's going to say. Yeah, I'm glad you're holding that pose. Hey, how the fuck are you holding that for that goddamn long? All the way up over your head. The thing looks pretty fucking heavy to me. And two, your friend's choking, you might be like, fuck this. I ain't gonna listen to you. Stupid. Cary Elwes gets set on fire. The other people, I forget if the other people just get killed or they just, the black oil now don't work no more. Landon gets his senses back because he was possessed for a little bit. And they leave and then the movie's over. And then a little bit in the credits, oh, one of the cats is licking up the black oil. So what? You don't have Black Christmas 2? Strays? Okay, yeah, the sequel will be a remake of Strays with Timothy fucking Busfield. This movie fucking sucks at every single level you can think of. It sucks on a script level. It sucks on a insulting, pathetic, agenda, propaganda level. It's insulting, it's infuriating, it's fucking ridiculous that a film this goddamn stupid would get made, and then you put the fucking Black Christmas label on it. That you use a property that, why are you mad? We're not big into it. A, it's not a bad movie. B, I can sympathize with people. Because, let's say Friday the 13th, which I enjoy those movies. Some of a lot of them I think are dumb fun, but I think really the only one I dislike is Part 8 and some of Freddy vs. Jason. The first one I think is a little bit overrated. I like a lot of the sequels more. But almost every Friday the 13th film I have some fun with, again, except Part 8 and some Freddy vs. Jason. But if we don't do a reboot Friday the 13th, and it was this shit, I would be super pissed. Like, I'm pissed, but I'd be duper super pissed. Or Nightmare on Elm Street, if it was the same type of script. They already did a shitty remake. And then if they remade it again, but it was this, I'd be even megalomaniacal, pissed. Mega pissed. Just shorten it. Mega pissed. It's awful. don't even have gore. You don't even have kills. Music, can't remember regarding anything about the music. Performances, everyone sucked because they were poorly written, annoying characters, a feminist bitch, a lead character I didn't give a shit about. The other characters, I could barely remember a damn thing about them that stood out. Villains that you know are the villains 15 minutes in, and a ridiculous parody type of... Like, this would be something in a scary movie with the Wayans brothers, or... No, more like Scary Movie 5, or Scary Movie 4. Or one of those Saturday Night Live skits. And this is meant to be taken seriously. People got paid to do this movie. So yeah, this movie's fucking pathetic. It's pathetic and atrocious, or patrocious, as a friend of mine would say. It's patrocious. Fuck this movie. Fuck Black Christmas. This would make you hate Christmas and make you hate women. But yeah, that's what you do, movie. That's what this movie makes you want to hate. Christmas and women. Good job, movie. Fuck you. Nah, that's not true. I don't hate women. I love women. I'm not going to let this piece of shit baby hate women, even though this piece of shit hates fucking men. So, from a man movie, this man tells you to go fuck yourself and suck a dick. I was just going to watch G.I. Jane with Demi Moore, where she says, suck my dick. That's a much better fucking movie than this. Later. Fuck this shit.